trailer,
multimedia,
indie, the future,
teaser trailer,
live action, movies,
fixed incomes,
blockbuster, Sonic,
syndicated experiences,
Galaxy Queen,
flash in the pan,
connectedness,
monetized, celebrities and normies,
Star-Lord,
synergize, genetic engineering,
four dimensions,
social and moral repercussions,
singularity.
Yes. Welcome to Premature Evaluators, the horror podcast. This is Premature Evaluators where
ghosts.
We are ghosts.
Is that what we're doing?
Oh yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by the director of Insidious, like every other fucking horror movie.
and the producer of Paranormal Activity.
Yes.
And the guy who knows the guy who directed Paranormal Activity. This podcast, we don't watch the movies, we just watch the trailers. We pretend to watch the movies by giving you guys very accurate, 100% truthful reviews and twist surprise endings.
That's true.
Yep. This is Avery.
This is Stu.
And I'm Eli.
And because October's coming up and you guys haven't had enough Halloween in your lives, we are going to review some Halloween movies. Or at least some scary movies.
Sure.
Or, quote, air quote, scary movies.
Horror genre films.
Yeah, horror genre.
There you go, that's good, yeah.
You know what I called that? I'm just asking.
So, we've been gone for a while. This is like our first episode in 2 months, right?
I think it's my first time recording in at least a month.
Yeah, it's been a little minute. So if we're a little rusty, you guys gotta forgive us because it wasn't like we were practicing on the off season or anything. We just weren't recording. Coming up on the movies, we have Demonic, The Visit, and Poltergeist, the 2015 version, which hands down is going to be better than the previous version.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel like after this, they're going to call the first one the remake. That's how good it's going to be.
I don't think there's going to be any perms in this film, so let's just go ahead and just call that out.
Of these, I think only one of them's a remake, and one of them is pointless, and the other one is either going to make or break M. Night Shyamalan.
Hasn't he been broken a couple times?
Yeah.
Made a couple times?
He went away from Hollywood.
I'm not
for
sure
a while,
where he is on that scale anymore.
Well, he left Hollywood for a good while, and now he's coming back with The Visit, which is kind of like his own movie. I think it's written and directed by him.
Secretly. Because his name wasn't on it?
Yeah, it was like directed by the
person.
guy who did these 8 movies.
No, it was actually these 4. It doesn't talk about like the last 4.
More
it was just like his,
ones.
his first 4. From the writer that brought you these first 4 great movies.
The Sixth Sense.
Maybe he's reinventing himself. It's like the director formerly known as M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, yeah.
He's only like, he forgot all about the last 4.
Hopefully he's going to be The Rock now. He's taking that soon.
I think he's going with The Twist.
That would be so good.
That would be amazing. guys. That would be a good twist.
I'm The Rock.
Guys, I'm The Rock. And then Dwayne Johnson's like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm Dwayne Johnson. I'm rebranded. I'm over it.
And he's like, fuck.
And then they do a movie together.
A movie or a hilarious TV show?
Oh, yeah. A TBS show.
Oh my God.
TBS show. Very funny. They know funny. They know comedy.
They do.
I don't know.
They buy funny
One of
all
those
the time.
things.
I wonder what the name of that show would be. Oh, man. Like My Two Rocks.
A rock and a Dwayne Johnson. In between a rock and a Dwayne Johnson.
It'd be Paper, Scissors, Rock or some bullshit
A rock
like
and
that.
a hard script.
Oh, yeah.
That was bad, sorry.
That was pretty good.
I'm rusty, guys. I'm shaking it off still.
So what's the last horror movie you guys have actually seen?
Holy shit. Before we even get started on this, I do not watch horror movies as a rule. Because when I was a kid, I got too scared by them. I was like 6 years old. And I wandered into, like, we were visiting my aunt or something. And they were watching Friday the 13th. And I was I was like really fucking young, like 5 or 6. I just saw him like chop somebody's head off. He's wearing like that hockey mask. And that pretty much cured me until I was an adult. And then as an adult, I was like, I'm grown up. I need to go back and watch some movies. So I picked like some of the classics, and they were all just funny to me. They didn't scare me at all. So for those reasons, I don't really watch horror movies in general. I know you're a big fan, Avery.
Yeah, I mean, I love
seen like
to watch them.
15 since the last one I saw. The last one I saw was Oculus, and I think we watched it around the same time.
Yeah, I think we watched it at the same time.
And I think you've probably seen like 15 since then.
For sure, probably more than that.
This week.
Oculus was actually pretty good overall.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad
surprisingly
movie.
good. I went in assuming it was going to be as bad as one of the trailers we're reviewing, and it wasn't.
Was Cabin in the Woods, is that a horror movie?
In a way.
Okay.
But it's actually a good movie.
I think it's technically a horror
that would be the last horror movie I watched.
It's more of a technical horror movie.
It's Josh Whedon, so
it's very different.
Be on it. Yeah.
It's very good.
But yeah, that would be the last one that I watched officially.
Have you ever seen The Shining?
Yeah. Is that a horror movie?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know what horror
it falls in the genre. Well, so the problem now is when you think horror movie, you think blood, guts, gore.
Well, and just like silence, like really low, and then screeching, like yelling. That's what I think of as like horror. I think of The Shining as like a fucking, I don't know, work of art.
Horror movies should be, though.
I guess that's what the thing is.
That's what they should try to achieve, but they're not trying to achieve that.
See, when I watched that, I didn't think it was a horror movie. Like in my head, because I've identified.
It didn't scare you at all?
Horror as like, I was scared as shit, but I guess it's not like Jason chopping off heads, which is what I
think it's more like the feelings that it derives out of you, and if it's generally a disgust or a distaste or a fear, that's pretty much that dictates that it's probably a horror movie.
Okay,
so basically
or Schindler's List or something. Like some really.
I was gonna say like the video of my wedding. It's technically a horror movie based on your
definition. Those are the feelings that they brought up for you.
Foreboding is the word that comes to mind, and
you have like a feeling in the pit of your stomach.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's the best way to.
And then like you yell at the screen like, "Don't do it!
Genre.
Don't go in there!"
But to me, anything I see that makes me laugh is a comedy.
Okay.
And then anything that I just feel really weird.
Well, I feel like, and it's not fair because I don't watch a lot of horror movies, but they're just nothing but tropes, and there's no like, it's all like children are finding dead things, and then like I don't know.
Well, that's that churn that goes out there because they're trying to make a quick buck off of teenagers.
And every year Halloween, it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how the movie industry, of course, has changed a lot since the classics, quote unquote, have been out. But I do watch a lot of horror movies, like a lot. But I've given up on the big budget Hollywood horror movies, and I mostly just go after like really shitty Netflix release movies.
I can see
straight
that.
to DVD.
Yeah,
because you don't have to devote full attention to it, and it's just some shit playing in the background. But every once in a while, you do come across something that's purely ridiculously unsettling. One of those movies I watched last Thursday was Antichrist with William Dafoe.
Is it like an old movie?
No, it's maybe a year old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a horror movie, but it is a horrible movie. Like it's some fucked up things that happen in that movie, and shit you see you can't unsee. There's a lot of messed upness happening in there.
He did some movie like in the 80s or early 90s that was like the trial of Jesus Christ or something, where he played Christ.
William Dafoe?
Yeah.
I have not seen that.
So I think that's really interesting that like...
I thought that was one of those trailers from Tropic Thunder. Was that a real movie? One of the fake trailers.
Well, it was like a... I don't know. I haven't really seen it. I've just seen trailers about it. And it was a very like... It's not. It wasn't made like it was a drama. It was like very much of like a mocking satire almost. I don't know. A dark satire,
I'll buy it.
Maybe.
If you guys haven't seen Antichrist, just don't. But if you ever decide you want to be terrified, and not because of like terrifying jumping out shit screaming at you images, but things you just wish you could not see again ever with your eyes.
So every once in a while. I saw Irreversible was on Netflix, by the way.
Oh God,
Did
no.
you see that?
Don't
crap?
even know.
Hey guys, if you guys want to check out a Netflix hit this weekend,
Do not watch this.
You should check out this
under any circumstances.
very underappreciated foreign film,
Oh my God.
Irreversible.
Have you guys?
Any
so
price
what-
makes Irreversible look like a rerun of SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm serious. This is a fucked up movie, but Irreversible is pretty bad. It's pretty unsettling.
Have you guys seen Let the Right One In? Like the original version?
No, but I need to. It's been on
Uh-uh.
Netflix.
Oh, really?
Just shouting my name, and I just been ignoring
Like the
it.
Swedish, the original.
Yeah, it looks really good.
What kind of movie is
So
it?
I really like
it's a-
the idea of it. The
It's like
synopsis.
it's a vampire movie,
Mhm.
but like don't tune out already because it's not like a shitty vampire movie. It's real. I saw it like when it came out, and it's really really good.
The original one.
Yeah, they did it. I think they were talking about doing a U.S. remake, or they were.
I don't even
or
think
they
you should call it a
did.
vampire movie because
It's not a vampire movie.
If you look at like
but
the synopsis, it doesn't even really say that at all.
but it has like some unsettling things in it. Not
Mhm.
like at the level you're talking about. Not like the two movies you guys just mentioned. But
So you should watch Irreversible
oh my
first,
God. Do not watch.
and then
this
make your
movie.
way. I mean, just check out the Netflix ratings and let that speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a really interesting movie. I liked it a lot. So it's kind of like the same, like somewhere in the genre, but not unoriginal and just.
Yeah.
You also watched What We Do in the Dark, which is another vampire movie,
Oh my God!
Recently.
What We Do in the Dark is.
or What
the
We Do in the
best.
Shadows.
No, yeah, What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
Have you seen Flight of the Conchords?
Yeah.
Okay, the same guys that did that made a mockumentary about vampires.
Okay.
We should just watch it tonight.
We should straight up watch it.
It's
just because.
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah,
I actually do
it's
want to
great.
watch this on Hulu or Netflix or something.
It's on my computer. I bought the DVD and then ripped it off of the DVD.
Yeah, you can buy it on iTunes.
Can you? Yeah.
That's what you did, I assume.
Yeah, I did that. That's right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the only way you can get it.
Sure. You guys want to just jump into these amazing movie trailers?
Dude, let's do this.
Oh yeah, we're not avoiding it.
We're not procrastinating.
We're not just talking about other films that we enjoy.
So what do we got coming
So
up
you guys seen
first?
Field of Dreams?
Yeah, man.
So first, let's do.
You
I
tell
think
me, and I'll throw in that tagline.
Somebody said demonic first, right?
Demonic,
Let's do it.
a movie that may or may not have been written by a Mesopotamian lion-headed time demon to waste your fucking time. Demonic.
That's a pretty strong tagline. A little wordy.
Maybe a little accurate.
Every word was necessary.
I understand.
So you can Google those words, and you will know that there is such a thing.
Okay.
And this is what he does. He directs movies, and then he laughs the fuck at you later.
Yeah.
Just because he wasted your time.
He's
I also
a mischievous
like,
demon.
I've got the actual synopsis,
Yeah.
and I just Googled it, and Google just had in like all caps. College students are brutally murdered in an abandoned home. So I think
Google all caps.
Google thinks the writers need to like work on their shit. Google's like, come on, man.
Google became sentient and then regretted it immediately.
Google's like, no, I take it back.
So this movie's got director Will Cannon, who directed Brotherhood in 2010 and Youngster in 2004. And in between then, he was writing this movie. We've got
Probably
actor.
took him like 15 minutes.
Yeah. He dreamt it one night doing a bad bout of
Like
Taco Bell.
I've seen a lot of porn movies that had better plot and like more originality than this. Maybe not a lot of porn movies. I shouldn't say it
Probably
like that.
Yeah.
Probably like, I don't know, 30,
30,
60,
40. Yeah.
something like that.
Just the ones that you were in for a little bit.
yeah.
Actor Maria Bello from Big Driver as Tess in McFarlane USA. You guys might remember that movie.
Oh my god.
As Molly.
McFarlane.
And Frank Grillo, he plays, he was in The Purge as Sergeant and Winter Soldier as Brock Rumlow.
Wait, what is The Purge?
Oh, Brock.
The Purge?
Yeah.
It's that
The
movie
Purge.
where, like, every once a year you can just commit any crime you
It's
want.
a good synopsis. It's a good premise. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to come up with, that word.
So once a year you can do anything you want?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that
people
actually
lock
sounds
themselves in
interesting.
their houses, and then like fucking crime is just rampant. People are murdering everybody.
So it's like living in Detroit every day.
Yeah, but only
But
once
only
a year.
for one
Only
day.
once a year. Okay. Got it.
Basically, Detroit just encompasses the globe for a year.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
for a day.
That makes sense.
So one of the things that stood out about this movie is nothing. It's basically just ghost hunters in the house being hunted by ghosts.
What stood out was there was either the writer of this movie either thought he was a genius and had never actually seen any other horror movie before and just thought he was creating all this brand new material, or he was just literally knocking something out so quick to make a fast buck. Like it's just one or the other. There's no middle ground. The trailer was just nonstop tropes.
Yeah, and like
with just nothing to bring to the table that was new at all or fresh.
Like, how bored do you have to be? Like, the premise is like one of these friends takes all their other friends to some random house, and they draw like a pentagram or something on the ground, and they all scent and like
circle jerk.
Is it that hard to find weed in this town? Like, can you not get a 6-pack of beer or something?
But have you ever had weed from the Hellmouth?
I haven't. I've
Demons
heard
have
good
the
shit
best
about
weed,
it,
yeah.
but yeah, I haven't had it myself.
Yeah, so you're
Oh,
right.
is that what they're doing? They're just trying to get that.
Yeah.
That's his hookup.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get like a half gram or something.
Their dealer died. They're just trying to like get back in touch with him. Man,
Like, no, yo, man, seriously, he's got the best shit. Like, I'm not kidding.
That shit is
It's
fire.
worth it. Get that Ouija board. Let's go over to this house.
But yeah, they sit around in a circle, they draw the little things, and then they just pretend to do a seance or whatever.
It kind of reminded me, like, when she's dragging them in there, the girl that's like, oh, you guys come on. It felt like she was like a pyramid scheme. Like,
Yeah.
she was like, hey, it's not a pyramid scheme. Like, we're contacting the dead. And they're like, wait.
She was like,
but it sounds like a pyramid scheme.
She also seemed like she
But it's
was
not.
being really pretentious. Like I feel like everybody in this trailer was super pretentious, and they were just explaining everything like nobody could figure it out. So they're like, maybe this movie takes place in some alternate universe where like the word seance doesn't exist, and like the word summoning doesn't exist, and the word mass murder doesn't exist, because they're like just saying these words like that's a mass murder. And this is a seance. And everything is just like, do you not know what these words are, you idiot? And it's like, why are you speaking down to me?
So,
You bullshit
Maybe it's
movie.
the introductory haunting movie. It's like Haunting for Dummies, demonic. I mean, the movie's called Demonic.
It's a
it's
ritual.
called demonic. Yeah.
These are demons. There are demons here.
Oh my god, that's an evil entity spirit.
Also, like you said, somebody's like, that's a mass murder. But there was like 4 people killed. Like, I do mourn for the fake people in the script that were killed.
No,
but-
I think we need to Google that, because what is the lowest? I feel like the writer put in the exact amount that would be considered a mass murder.
Yeah. He's like, I gotta
And he
have
was
this
just
mass
like,
murder.
this is
line.
why it's a mass murder, because
It's
there are
gonna make or
exactly
break.
4 people.
Yeah.
He wrote
Any
this,
more than 3 is a mass.
Yeah, he did the whole movie in 15 minutes, but he researched that for like 4 years.
By law.
He was like, what state are they in? Okay.
If it's
gonna be 4.
if it's 3 adults and a baby, it's a mass. By law.
And as we went through and watched, we watched 20 trailers for horror
Yeah.
movies coming up. Most of them, like, the ghosts were really scary.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, the ghosts seemed
They
kind
just
of...
hung out.
Kind
Yeah,
of
it
chill.
They seemed seriously chill.
It was like a ghost, like,
They just
fraternity.
stood in
Like,
corners
one
a
of them,
bunch.
like, photobombed
And
the
they were all
guy.
smiling.
They were all, like...
Or I guess they didn't have mouths, and maybe that was just their teeth showing because of their skulls or whatever. But they looked like White Walkers, just really happy White Walkers.
Yeah.
That was the best scene, is when the camera's kind of panning around the room and it passes a dude and you're like, what's going to happen? And the ghost just kind of pops up. He's like, ha ha! I'm a ghost!
And then one of the, like, people is laying on the ground. They draw a dick on his face. They're, like, shotgunning natty lights in the
This
corner.
is why you can't do a seance. And you're like, bring us a good weed, because they're just going to show up and fuck with you for 3 hours. And you're never going to
We
get your
told
weed.
these kids we got weed. Let's take them oregano and get hammered.
Oh, yeah. The Smoking Dead.
Yeah, I don't trust ghost dealers anymore. After
No.
that one time.
You go and you just want to get high and you end up with a dick in your ear. It's just the worst shit.
It's pretty rough. And they put it on Instagram. They're just relentless.
Yeah. They take pictures with your camera, knowing nothing's there. You can't see the damn ghost.
But yeah, aside from like just how absolutely and utterly bland this movie looked in the trailer, I don't have any predictions that like
really.
I mean, it's obvious what's going to happen. I don't know. Let me think about it.
Show up.
You guys go ahead with yours, and I'll come up with something dynamite.
Sure.
I'm rusty. I'm shaking off the cobwebs still. So.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of cobwebs, let's get into my super
Prediction?
twist ending. Yeah.
Spiders.
Oh yeah.
Man, spiders.
It was spiders,
the whole time.
not ghosts.
I predict that there are no ghosts. And the whole time it's really just that they're high. They actually did just get high. And their friend, the one that had supposedly murdered everyone, is going to murder everyone.
Yeah, and he's also the survivor.
Yeah, he's a survivor, and
he gets away with it, and they leave it open for a sequel.
yeah. Or if there are ghosts, it's just like the assholes he killed from earlier or whatever. And they're trying to be helpful. 'Cause that's what ghosts do now. They don't actually haunt
Yeah,
anybody.
they're
They
like,
just,
hey, can we show you how I died? That's cool. I don't care that you just murdered like 8 people.
yeah, you guys should get out of this
Can
house.
we talk about
'cause
me?
I think you might get murdered. And everyone's running because the ghost is photobombing all the pictures, but she's really just trying to help them.
And okay, so sorry, go ahead, Stu.
No, go.
I was gonna say I'm not going to actually make a prediction. I'm just going to piggyback off of yours.
Sure.
And later on, that same boy becomes a Republican senator. So,
What?
it just seems like the perfect backstory for a senator.
Necessary.
Yeah,
for the film.
Well, no, but it'll be like a
30 years later.
30 years later.
And this is why we should or shouldn't do this thing.
I
hope I convinced you.
Ouija boards don't kill people.
That's
I
already
don't
more.
know what they're voting on.
Ouija boards don't kill people.
Okay, there you go.
That's good.
High ghosts kill people.
Yeah, he's like, they're trying to outlaw Ouija boards.
Yeah, he's like, look, I survived a Ouija board twice. Not my friends, but I did.
We turned a Ouija board into a bong, bro.
If my friends would have been hard workers and understood the American dream, they probably would be alive today.
My friends weren't lazy. Trying to mooch off the ghost government.
And this is why we're starting Vatican Care. To people without access to a good priest. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's a good
stuff.
ending.
Yeah.
That's a great ending, especially when you consider the whole time there were actually no ghosts. Yeah. Which is also...
There's
Yeah,
no
but
threat.
that
I also
sounds
still
like-
feel that about... I still feel that as well as my prediction, there actually aren't any ghosts, but there are people there. And the people there are actually just heroin addicts. And they're just kind of wandering around. And like they're just like thirsty at some point during the night, and they start like looking around for like a drink of water or something. And the kids are just so fucking idiotic because they just are. If you've seen this trailer, they just start losing their minds.
Whoa.
Oh.
Because there's like an old hippie looking dude.
So the one guy who survives the...
And he just like, what are you doing with that camera?
The one guy who survives the Ouija board and ghost and the seance becomes a Republican senator who backdoors a war on drugs by claiming it's a war on the demonic.
Sounds
Pretty
about
clever.
right. Somewhere in the along the line, there's going to be funding for a ghost jail that like gets passed on a bill that no one notices.
So somehow in this incredibly boring and uncreative film, it is actually a premise for an incredibly creative film and exciting,
It is.
entertaining film.
Yeah, I mean, if you give
So
it to us,
there is a bit of genius to
They're
that.
trying to privatize ghost busting. Like, the government's actually making the ghost traps now, and they never distinguish with the ghosts. They just keep these traps in these giant
Like
facilities.
70% of the ghosts that get arrested are minorities. It's really fucked up.
It's supposed to just exercise
Ghosts
the
are
ghost.
supposed to be white. That's their thing. Right?
Why is this
stand
ghost
out.
bad? Oh, this is a dark spirit. So
This is a dark bird. You're right. That's exactly what they would do.
It's just their ghost culture, man. It's just different, you know.
like shit, man. Just supposed to be being dead while black. I can't even be dead and black. Yeah. Okay. We see what's going on in this
Black
movie.
Death
This shit's
matters.
actually pretty clever.
Yeah.
Guys, Black Death matters.
Hashtag.
Hashtag, that should have been the tagline.
I know, you're right. Well, it's not like it has
I
anything to do
know.
with the trailer.
But then if you use that as a tagline and we had worked our way to this conclusion.
Yeah,
that
that
You
would
didn't
have
see
been
Jesse
amazing.
Jackson photobomb one of the ghost things? He's just all up in that shit. Actually, he won't be in there until like a really popular ghost gets trapped.
Yeah.
You know, some girls be like, I just got raped by like 5 black ghosts.
Yeah. Like Samuel L. Jackson, like, gets caught up in some shit.
What? He dies.
Yeah.
He dies and haunts a movie set. And he's like, oh, now we really gotta address this issue.
I don't feel like a dead Samuel
He
Jackson
dies
would
and
need-
shows up in the next
Jesse
Marvel
Jackson.
sequel anyways.
I don't
That's
think he
true.
needs them.
He doesn't need him. Yeah, you're right. He can stand on his own ghost feet.
Like when I'm scared, go to fuck to sleep.
The ghost isn't really scary. He's just like, really loud.
Really angry.
He
The
didn't
angry
try.
dead.
He didn't try to hurt me. He tried to teach me life lessons in a very angry way.
Oh god. Okay. Speaking of
So,
life lessons,
What's up? You got YouTube comments? You
you got YouTube
want me to
comments.
hit these?
Yeah.
Let's do this. So, if there weren't really good ones on this, just to
What?
preface,
Is this
yeah.
a preface?
Did we not leave comments?
Yeah, come on.
So, Ephraim Ramos said, "Looks better than Unfriended," which I thought was a pretty
What?
bold statement because I don't
What?
know if that's true.
Unfriended had so much more going for it, like a social network.
Yeah,
Mm. And it was its own genre.
Just that one
movie,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah. It was its own. It was a genre starter.
Oh, yeah. This didn't start.
Oh my
shit,
god,
man.
this one's a genre killer, if
maybe-
anything.
This one. Well, I didn't look at the genre. Is it like ghost racism genre? Like maybe they invented that.
I think it's called political horror. Is what this one's on.
Political horror. So Fox News.
Yes. This is what Fox News is gonna play on Halloween night.
Verzon said, "I was surprised, comma,
It's always good.
yeah,
It's always a good start.
I was surprised.
comma, wait with 3 T's. Is that house in The Conjuring? Exclamation points. Hashtag,
Wait.
is hashtag demonic.
Is he
Just
just
say demonic.
is he just confused?
I don't.
But it's
I think he was surprised at some
I
point.
think he's asking a question and he's hoping the hashtag will take off so someone will answer it.
I
Does
think this
YouTube
guy-
work like
I
that?
think he's from the damn studio.
Well, I think you can put Google Plus comments on there.
Oh
so
yeah,
maybe he
you're
did
right.
that.
Google Plus is YouTube. Yeah,
But-
so hashtags could work on YouTube in
I
theory.
don't know.
I mean, is there?
No,
anything on
I
Google
think it's the
Plus?
guy from the studio who designed the house to look like the house. He's like, wait a minute, guys. The house looks so familiar. Hashtag my movie.
I was surprised.
I was surprised. I do declare I was surprised.
Oh man, but yeah. So the comments are pretty weak, as I've
Yeah.
prefaced.
We I don't know. We say this every time that we're going to comment on the comments that we comment on,
Yeah.
and then we never do.
Yeah, it's okay.
Fuck those comments. Those weren't even good.
Those were
Those are
terrible.
weak as
Come
shit.
on, guys.
Come on.
Come
We
on,
need to
guys.
Provide us
Was
with,
that even a question?
Like,
I don't
better
even know.
free entertainment for our podcast.
Come on, guys. You really didn't bring it.
What are they even doing?
I have a feeling these other trailers will do better.
Well, what's our next one?
The Visit.
Ooh.
Try not to overstay your welcome.
That's your tagline.
Yeah. That actually might be the literal tagline.
It probably is
Because it's
yeah.
so dead on, but it cracked me up because so I just didn't want to research it to run it.
Yeah. So the synopsis for this movie is writer, director, producer M. Night Shyamalan,
Say my name.
and then it says Sixth Sense, Signs Unbreakable, conspicuously leaving out a number of his movies. And producer Jason Blum, Paranormal Activity, The Purge, and Insidious series.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome you to Universal Pictures The Visit. They don't actually welcome you. I think this is just...
This is a Disney ride.
Shalamon returns to his roots with the terrifying story of a brother and sister who are sent to their grandparents. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. Grandparents' remote Pennsylvania farm for a week-long trip. Once the children discover that the elderly couple is involved in something deeply disturbing.
I was hoping that it wouldn't tell us what it was because I didn't need to know.
Yeah, well, it's pretty obvious that it's canning, right?
Oh, I thought it was sex.
Yeah.
They see their chances of getting back home are growing smaller every day.
I thought it was a surprisingly healthy sex life.
Don't come out after 9:30.
Considering their age.
Don't come out after 9:30. I pop my Viagra's at 8:30.
Because the sex trains runs all night. Pop my Viagra's. I got good 4 hours after 9:30.
Like Eli said, this has got director M. Night and actor Katherine Hahn from Captain Fantastic 2015 and Tomorrowland 2015, and Ed Oxenbould from Chevy as Taylor.
Is it actually 3 times?
As Dylan.
Or is it just once?
It's one of those pronunciations.
Okay. I thought his name was like Oxenbould. Like it was descending in like
he's Oxenbould
smaller
the
and
third.
smaller font.
Yes.
Okay, Oxenbould cubed.
Yeah, so I don't know. The trailer looked like I'd expect it to look, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't know. I had no idea that it was...
What were you expecting?
It's in a movie M. Night made about creepy grandparents, and it looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
The trailer doesn't
you were
give away
disappointed?
anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, some creepy shit's going on. The kids suspect some creepy shit's going on.
But the kids seem really, really PC. Like, yeah, like, they're like... Okay, so, like, I'll give you an example. Like, the grandfather was just cleaning his gun out in the barn, away from everyone, in a very safe environment.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a farmer, which is, like, one step removed from, like, a modern-day cowboy, which I would say would be a rancher.
Sure.
So, I don't see why he can't do that. But then in the trailer, he's like, I was cleaning my gun. Oh, sorry.
No, but he...
And it's like,
in
what
the
kind of,
trailer,
like,
he
kids...
pulls the trigger. The shotgun, he has it in his, like, mouth, and he pulls the trigger.
You have to spit clean your gun, though. Like, that's... I don't know how you clean
Well, then
your
there
gun.
was that scene with the grandma rocking in the chair, and they came to her, and she was just, like, staring at him with something in her hand, and...
She just reliving the old days.
I think maybe what this movie's actually about, and... This isn't necessarily my prediction. I just think this is what's happening in Knight's head.
All right.
This is what these kids are seeing from their point of view.
Yeah.
But what's actually happening in these scenes is probably way different. I'm pretty sure they walked in on the granddad, like, jerking off. And he's just like, I'm just cleaning my gun! And in their minds growing up, they always just saw, like, a giant shotgun. And he's just stroking it, and he's gotten it in his mouth. And then the grandma's just rocking in this chair.
I don't like that take, but
with her
I like that one.
Her 1930s wind up wooden dildo.
Oh my god!
And they walk in on that, and she's just rocking like for no reason and reading a newspaper.
You can rock in rocking chairs. There is a reason. It's because you're in a rocking chair.
There's not always a dildo involved, Avery.
Look, that's the only time I've ever seen an old lady in a rocking chair. Okay. Give me a break.
All right.
I mean, this is the way in my mind.
I think you actually need a break.
This sounds like a prediction to me, but
no, this is just his little perverted side note.
He said it's not necessarily his prediction.
Not necessarily my prediction. Just something I think definitely happened.
I just want to see what kind of mileage I can get out of this.
Yeah, I mean, but if you go back and watch the trailer with that in mind and see how much more sense.
Nope, I'm not going to do that.
I guess I'm just my big thing is they're always Skyping their mom saying, "You got to come and get us. This is terrible." But there doesn't seem to be really any evidence in that trailer that anything bad is happening. It just kind of seems to be the kid's point of view. Something's weird.
Oh, that doesn't sound like my theory at all.
I didn't say it was something sexual that they were repressing.
Did they come out after 9:30? Yes, they did. Did they see things they didn't want to see? Yeah, they did.
I know. What's the problem? Maybe they should have stayed in their room.
Actually, Avery's won me over. It's an old people orgy. Just the slowest fucking. And like, there's like 18.
I just love that like the grandkids are coming to visit and they couldn't postpone the orgy. Like they couldn't just do it the next week. They like had to stay on schedule.
They didn't want to involve the kids. I think the famous scene is the.
They had already made the cobbler.
Yeah, the cobbler. When the little girl comes out and the grandma's in the kitchen and she walks in on the grandma just in the kitchen and the grandma's like,
That's what grandmas do in kitchens.
Could you get in the oven to clean it?
Oh yeah.
What do you want? The grandma has a bad back, and if you don't clean an oven, it's going to cause a fire. When was the last time one of them cleaned it? Probably it's been a long time. They don't look like they're rich enough to have fucking maids and shit. Mm-hmm. A little fucking kid can do something.
Getting in there and cleaning the oven definitely is not a euphemism.
I don't know why he's reading it sexual.
All right.
Just
watch it. You know he's going to have a twist.
Do you think she has to get in the front of the oven or the back of the oven?
The way that grandma needed that cleansing, I'm going to say probably the back of the oven.
I want to say that based on Stu's reaction, he might have spent a summer with his grandparents. and some similar shit went down. And he's trying desperately to enunciate the things that happened with his grandparents.
Trying to figure out why he was so disturbed at his grandma
Stuart,
cleaning the broccoli.
Old people are people. They have needs too. Okay? So, if you... Well, just tell us what happened.
What's our next trailer?
Remember that time
What else do
grandma
we
was
have?
polishing the china? I don't know why that weirds me out so much. It's just china.
Why were they wrestling on the couch?
Is this funny to you guys?
It's a little funny.
I just expect M. Night to pop up in your life at any moment. What a twist!
For real, we should all take like a serious stab at the twist and see if we get it right.
Alright, done.
Because you know there's got to be one.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta really think about this.
I thought you were on the track to yours.
I was, but now I'm rethinking it.
Yeah, you are.
No, I was okay. So yeah, so like my gut is that the twist is that there is no big bad sinister thing, and the whole movie M. Night's just stringing you along, making you see it from the kid's point of view. But then you see it from the grandparents. You know, you don't even need to. It's just the mom shows up and she's like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Yeah, we just needed the oven cleaned, and the gun I was cleaning it." Mm-hmm. Like it's just fucking straight up. And then you just realize you wasted so much time in your life. Again, another like, why did I watch this movie? It's a huge letdown. It's either that or something so batshit. But it's not going to be middle ground. And I don't think it's going to be overtly sexual. Because M. Night has not treaded into the more adult territory with his movies. He tends to make family films. Mm-hmm. But you guys should pitch your...
I got mine. Do you want to go first, Avery, or you want me to...
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's what I think. 3 revelations. Right?
Yes. I already love it. Because it's like a number, like a recurring theme, like a number
Carl
shows
Rove
up
is going to tell us about this movie now.
1, the grandparents are already dead. 2, their house is actually hidden out in the middle of a forest and nobody can really access it.
Okay.
And 3, one of the grandparents was evil and the other one was really good, but they didn't really know it throughout their life. They didn't realize it until
the very end of the movie.
Very end of the movie.
Twist.
Man, that's a pretty good one.
It's like 3 twists.
I think you're missing a 4th twist that they were aliens.
No, I only picked the good twist.
That's probably pretty good. I actually don't have an ending because surprise. I already did mine.
Twist. It was his prediction.
Damn.
Oh man, you
That was
twisted.
good, man. You Shalamandas.
We were like, he's gonna do something different.
Shalamandas?
Nah.
How do you turn that into a verb?
Salma? M. Night.
Well,
M. Night.
You united us?
M. Nighted you, yeah.
we can just pretty much say our predictions are the same. So I'm gonna try to do another one.
Okay. But then you
Because
might be wrong.
ours are the same prediction, except yours is more sexual in nature.
Why? That makes them totally different. And Avery's actually the one that's right. obviously.
Well, it just means you're right. I'm just more right.
Yeah.
I'm just more accurate with my
You're both right, but Avery's
Right.
feels better.
Whatever. Okay.
Now, if you have another prediction, please have at it. If you got a better one.
I just think...
I mean, this can be serious, too, because I feel like anytime you get an M. Night Shyamalan movie, you should make an actual prediction. I know mine was a joke, but like...
I think we should look at it...
We should could
to
really
make
take
like
a
a
stab
legit...
at it.
I think we should look at the past. He's done his ghost movie. He's done his alien movie. He's done his culty movie. He's done his fairy movie.
Yeah.
He's done his epic weather movie.
He hasn't done a sex movie.
Looks like you just backed yourself into a corner there.
I just think we need to
Just
find a
like
supernatural
Steve's grandma.
creature, a supernatural creature that he hasn't taken, a supernatural tropey creature. What would that be?
Grandma Siren.
He hasn't done a vampire movie.
Yeah, nothing about this movie is like...
Yeah, Stu's right. There could be like that
He
one.
hasn't done a zombie movie. Like it's probably gonna be. It could be one of those like very obvious tropes that he's just doing so weirdly that he's like, they'll never see this coming.
Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe
Mummy.
interdimensional.
Maybe their grandparents are mummies.
Yeah, sure. It could be that. It could be like a supernatural spin-off or something like that, where they're possessed. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously,
Pod people.
I mean, you guys have
I guess
seen
he
from
sort of did pod people,
From Dusk Till Dawn. Was like kind of the vampire thing.
but it
Yeah.
wasn't. Yeah, but
I mean,
was.
it felt like
Yeah.
a normal movie, and then it just turned into like an insane
It's
vampire.
just.
Which
It's
I
gonna
thought
be
At the
that
time,
or
I
just
didn't like it that
nothing.
much, but
Mhm.
it's a cool idea to like make people not understand what's going to happen.
yeah.
Kind of like real life vampires should be, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty
it
sure this
could
is going to
be.
be some mind trippy, stupid, not non-ending type movie.
Really, I hope he doesn't have a twist at all. That's actually my prediction. The grandparents are just possessed and it's boring as shit. He doesn't even try.
They just have a regular old people disease and
Yeah, they have
with
Alzheimer's.
nothing going on at
Yeah.
all.
I think that was the last Airbender movie.
That they all had
Yeah.
Alzheimer's.
There was just no twist,
Oh.
and it was just that.
Well, but they have that special
Bland.
kind of Alzheimer's where they like to fuck a lot.
It's like, why couldn't they postpone the orgy? They forgot the kids were coming.
Also, did you see The Happening?
Obviously. The Happening?
Yeah.
That was kind of like the no twist ending.
Yeah, you're right. But there was no explanation. Yeah, you're right.
It was kind of just like, oh, but it wasn't
That's a
really
valid
anything.
point.
Well, I did read a little article about M. Night
It was
and his
not a
movies,
great
and
movie, so I don't know if that's the route you want him to go.
We were talking about how he really doesn't have twists on the end of all his movies. People just have made so much fun of that it became a trope of his movies. So
Yeah.
You just assume there's going to be some stupid twist at the end.
Yeah.
So what about the YouTube comments? Any twists there?
Yeah, a couple of strong opinions here. So Pierre Wilson said, "Looks kind of bad, but this movie is a low-budget horror, so it's impossible to be a flop."
That sounds like
Mm.
the
It's
logic
very
of
strong.
a genius.
It's a strong opinion.
It's a very strong opinion.
Yeah.
It's
then-
impossible because they only have so much money.
Mm-hmm. It can't flop because
It can't flop. It basically costs no money, even though it did cost some money.
there's no feelings involved. No
But
creativity.
basically no money was spent. So if they make more than that basically no money back, it won't be a flop.
I guess it
Yeah.
depends on what you define a flop as. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Like if you want your time, your money, like if you invested in it back, then yeah, maybe it could.
No,
flop.
it's literally not possible.
There was no time.
It is
invested.
impossible.
No money invested. You might be right. I mean, this could even not even be a movie.
Nobody's careers are invested in this movie.
It's actually just a trailer, and you're gonna go watch the movie. It's gonna be a 2-minute, 30-second trailer. M. Night's gonna pop up and with giant fuck you finger,
It can't be a flop. It's impossible.
he's gonna say, "Flop this." I just made all my money with this one set of bastards that came and watched this movie. Also, he directed. I think he held the camera, did some lighting.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. The reviewer's right.
He's
And-
correct.
Dwayne Thoreau came through with possibly the greatest YouTube comment I've read on the podcast.
All right.
Yeah, it's a big build-up.
Spoilers. They is just normal white people. They is weird ass bitches.
That's pretty much what I said.
No,
I think we pretty
but
much had the same
But
theory.
Dwayne is a lot more eloquent than you. I
Yeah.
feel like he puts a finer point
Can
on
you
it.
read that again?
He
though, with, like,
contextualizes
a little
it
bit
a
of an
lot
accent.
I can. Dwayne Thoreau said, "Spoilers. They is just normal white people. They is weird ass bitches."
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's
I don't know.
Unfortunately, there is a spoiler because that is definitely going to be accurate. But
yeah.
It-
I mean, that's
it
probably
was
what
well
the
said.
husband's gonna say about because he's like, "This is your grandparents. They weird ass
They
bitches.
weird ass bitches.
Don't tell your mom, but no, them bitches are weird."
at least
And-
they had reception, though. Like, they talked to their mom like 7 times in that trailer on different days.
Somebody else thought that. Would you
So
mind
I'm
getting
just
in the
saying, it
inside
could've
the
been
oven
worse.
to clean it? Was like the greatest. They said that may just be the greatest line from any horror movie ever.
What?
Yeah,
That's pretty bold.
It's a nod to Hansel and Gretel, kind of.
I understand that it's a nod to Hans. I mean, it is, but
No, I'm saying like that was the greatest horror movie ever made. I don't know if you watched the part of the trailer where Kanye pops up.
I didn't. But I'll have to go back and
And he
rewatch
pays
it.
respects to the Hansel and Gretel store.
Wait, there's a Hansel and Gretel movie?
What? There's like 70 Hansel and Gretel movies.
There's definitely one with Jeremy Renner.
I don't know any of these things.
Yeah. Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunter, something like that.
Yeah.
And then there's Hansel and Gretel Half Baked on
Wait,
Netflix.
Baked.
What?
Yeah, it's just like they're high the whole time, and I don't know.
Are you being funny?
No, this is real.
No, it
Is
isn't.
that what
on
happens
Netflix.
when you step in that oven?
You want to get baked? That was
Yeah.
pretty bad. Sorry.
Also, one of my predictions, not really a prediction, but probably the truth, is that this is a prequel to the Cocoon movies.
So this is pre-Cocoon.
Yeah. This is before they all go to the home and get turned young again. And probably when you get turned young again, you realize that you forget your memories of being old after a time. And you go stay with old people and you become thoroughly creeped out by their shit.
That makes sense.
And you grow up to be them. And then you get turned young again.
Isn't that just life, though?
Yeah, basically.
In a nutshell.
I remember being like that. I'm like, Dad, why the hell you always voting Republican? And now I'm that asshole.
Oh man, so poetic.
All right, next up, speaking of shit that just keeps happening over and over again.
We have the remake of the Poltergeist.
Yay.
Poltergeist. Tagline. Adventures in babysitting.
That's
pretty
strangely accurate, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. I think we have to give Stu.
You guys
some
are like,
credit.
I'm not sure. And they're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
We'll clap.
slow burn.
We don't have sound effects.
We give you an
so-
8 out of 10.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, yeah, let's
Fake
jump back
taglines.
a couple movies.
Yeah.
Demonic, planning on watching it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hell no.
Not really. I'm going to give it
He said not really.
2...
So probably.
Yeah, 2 really high ghost heads out of none. And I'll probably watch it on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah, I give it like 1 ghost bro out of 10.
Okay.
I give it 1 White Walker. I don't know how many there
Just
are
one single
because
White
they just
Walker.
kind of
Yeah, no, it's,
multiply.
it's a horde of White Walkers.
Yeah.
The Visit, watch it.
So, I hate to say this, but I have this belief deep down somewhere inside of me
Here it is.
that M. Night Shyamalan is going to make another great movie.
Yeah.
And
And
I've
you're
spent a
gonna
lot
fall
of
for it
money.
again.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of money to this end and to like follow this dream, this belief of mine. And I'll probably watch it just because I don't like horror movies, but it's M. Night Shyamalan, and I have to believe.
We just had this
I
conversation
know.
about
But
Ben
did you see-
Stiller and his followers.
Did you see Devil?
No, I didn't see Devil.
That wasn't. That wasn't written by him, but it was directed by him or something. Or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flip. Like he had a part in that,
Right.
but it wasn't all him, and it was pretty decent.
Okay.
So it can give you hope, and hope is dangerous.
Dangerous.
So I was thinking maybe that was the reason, but I'm probably also gonna
So
watch
you-
the movie because I did see Devil.
Yeah,
You
so
are gonna okay.
based on the trailer, I gave it 8 out of 10 weird ass bitches.
I'm just hoping to be surprised.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it, but probably on Netflix. There's no way I'm going to the theater to
Yeah,
watch
I mean,
this.
I'm not saying I'll go to the
Yeah.
theater. I only go to the theater like twice a year
Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna give this movie
for like Easter and never mind.
For
probably
Easter
7.5
And Jesus'
1930s
birthday.
wooden wind up dildos out of 10.
Oh god, 7.5. What does a half dildo look like?
It's just a half line.
Is it a
It's not a
broken
full
one?
turn.
Okay,
It's just a little bit to get you
just a little
going.
warm up. It's just a tip.
All right, let's go into Poltergeist. So we have a.
Stu, do you want to give your rating?
Oh,
Or?
he did.
Oh,
He didn't.
No, I did
Not
not
for-
for that one.
Are you gonna watch it?
But I am gonna watch it.
Okay.
Are you gonna watch it in like theaters or?
No, probably not in the theater.
Okay,
Unless I'm just really bored one weekend and it happens to be out.
I got you.
That happens to me sometimes. Not that I'm ever really bored, but sometimes I just want to get out of the house.
So your life is awesome, is what you're trying to tell us?
No, I'm
Everything's
just
awesome.
busy.
He's part of a team.
When's the last time you went and stayed with your grandparents?
Yeah, actually, this could be a good. Might just go visit them and then just like we can all go out and watch this movie together.
You
In
It
can,
that
seems like a
case-
fun family
In that
movie.
case, I pray for Avery's predictions to be 100% correct.
well, that's why Stu wants them to go. He's gonna watch their faces the whole time to see if they give anything away.
See if his grandma's sitting in the theater seat rocking.
With the biggest box of popcorn ever.
Stu does not find this humorous at all.
I'm actually laughing. That would be so awkward though to watch this movie with your grandparents.
Yeah, it really would.
Like to just specifically, hey, you want to go see a movie, and then you go see this movie about like how grandparents are creepy.
You haven't ever watched a movie with them. This is
this is the first one ever.
Well, I want to take you to this movie.
so. What's the premise?
For Poltergeist? Well, I mean, if you watch the original, which I haven't because I don't watch horror movies. But Sam Raimi
It's
and
an Indian
director Gil
graveyard.
King, yeah, this says they contemporize, which I'm
Contemporized.
pretty sure is not a word.
It is on the other side of the closet door.
Okay.
It's an interdimensional word.
Do they get
Alright.
their contemporary reparations?
Mm.
The Indians.
So they contemporize
For this,
the classic
graveyard.
tale. It's a classic tale. This sounds like it's like
A
a
classic tale.
Disney story or something.
Once upon a time.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
About a family
The classic fable.
whose suburban home is haunted by evil forces. Again, evil forces sounds like Nazis or something.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Hmm.
When the terrifying apparitions escalate their attacks and reach out and start talking shit on social media, just kidding,
Unfriended.
and hold the youngest daughter captive, the family must come together to rescue her before she disappears forever. Okay, that sounds like you could take out 2 words and that could be like a Disney movie synopsis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like even the ending is like they must come together to rescue her.
Right now.
And then a white coach appears.
Yeah, so it's funny you said that because one of the things I heard about this movie was that the actors that were in it described it as more of a children's movie, a child abduction type movie.
What?
Yeah. And
Like a movie that a child goes to see with their abductor.
yes.
So like when there's an Amber Alert, they might be in the theater watching this movie.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious that you said that because that's exactly what I've read a few times is that it's kind of more of a campy kids movie. Which, if you watch the original Poltergeist, it's not so much like evil demonic ghosts just wreaking havoc on this house. They're going into some other dimension to get the kid and bring her back to this dimension, and it gets really goofy. Like, parts of it's just goofy, but
Really?
while they're trying to figure it out, really awesome shit is happening to all the kids. You know, that kid with the braces come out her face and it wraps around her head and all that kind of shit was really neat. But then, yeah, and by the end of the movie, they're all holding hands and like reaching into the interdimensional portal to grab the kid and bring her out. And this is probably just more of the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the other reviewers, he said it was generally entertaining yet fundamentally unnecessary. Which is probably accurate.
That sounds right.
Probably say that about any movie. Well, not the first part.
At its core, unnecessary.
Yeah, and I think he said that because there wasn't really enough that changed between this movie and the next one to set it apart. It's basically just a retelling
like
of
the original.
Yeah.
But it's like
My kids can't
PG-13
relate
rating.
to a movie that
Yeah.
came out in the 80s for the
Hmm.
most part. Some
Yeah.
classics, some actual classic stories in the 80s.
Goonies.
Kids are still watching.
The
You know,
Goonies.
but this false classic
It's false classic.
Well, this is just
built
this is
upon in its
it's
summary.
a beloved children's movie, Poltergeist.
Well, this one will be. If the first one wasn't scary, the first one would have been scary because of how unsettling it was, right? The whole idea of your kid just disappearing would be one.
Right.
Then there would be all the other really weird, very subtle shit that happened in the movie. This one's just going to be kids getting pulled up the stairs by invisible hands and just stupid bullshit like that, and then a kid in some other dimension. It basically is just a retelling of some Disney thing. I'm sure Pan's Labyrinth is going to be way scarier than this movie.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and everyone on YouTube is obviously pissed off because it's a remake. Like if you ever feel like you're having a bad day, just go look at YouTube comments for a movie remake. And those people are having a much worse day than you, I can almost guarantee it.
They're being financially impacted by the fact that this movie has come out.
They're being emotionally impacted and art is dying all around them. It's pretty dramatic.
Well, actually, let's do those before we get into predictions and stuff. I just
You
want
want
to hear
to
them.
get into the comments?
Yeah.
I didn't even pull any of those because literally it was like 99% of those comments
Oh.
are just like, why do a remake of a classic? Fuck you.
You should just
I will
go back
fuck your
and.
parents.
Well, I don't want to hear a paraphrase. Just go back and look them
Okay.
up.
Well, if you guys want to
I
do
do
comments,
have a weird note about this movie though.
Okay.
It's not. There's a line in the movie that says it's not just one ghost. It's a poltergeist. But shouldn't the dad in there immediately just say, "Don't you mean they are poltergeists?"
because he's a grammar Nazi.
So one of the things that's funny is,
You mean whom?
Also, how can I get my daughter back?
by the way, you illiterate sons of bitches. We poked a lot of fun at demonic because they explained what all the terms were. I feel like
Yeah.
one of the actors from demonic should have been in this movie to say,
Just to say
actually, it's not quite a poltergeist.
Well, it was actually Clippy, right?
That's a riff.
From Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
Clippy popped up and said,
Yeah.
looks like you're experiencing a haunting. Would you like some help with definitions on that?
A poltergeist is actually just a phenomenon that happens and not necessarily a ghost. Or multiple ghosts, even. Yeah, that's kind of the
I
thing.
googled that.
I got that. It's about the guy. Yeah, poltergeist in theory is not. It's not anything like this shit. It's supposed to be like a bunch of random happenings with no clear whatever behind it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they look at it like it's centered around a young teenager, usually a teenage girl, and just weird shit is happening, and it's probably her doing it with some kind of mental telepathy type shit, whatever. That's the idea behind a poltergeist. Not a bunch of ghosts, and not a bunch of ghosts that pull you into Narnia and fuck with you.
It's not an Indian graveyard.
Yeah, it's usually not an Indian graveyard. Does the closet door go to like the Indian graveyard in Narnia?
I don't know. I think it goes like acid
Many
land.
moons we came here after we died. Now you have to take the eagle.
And the lion.
By the way it flies, you can make your way back to your dimension.
Did you happen to bring any whiskey?
You feel free to gamble at any of our tables. While you're here.
Didn't know this was such a racist movie.
Who knew?
It's a whole new light. This really
seems
is a
so
Disney
wholesome.
film.
Damn it, Sam Raimi.
They should just left those scenes with the daughter on the other side just cut out. Just left it on the cutting floor.
Okay, you just want me to read some of the angry poltergeist comments? And then I do have two really good YouTube comments.
Cool,
too.
yeah.
Okay. This is just... It was like 4 pages of the same shit. I said that, now I can't find anything.
None of that same shit.
Yeah. Okay.
You're scrolling a lot there, sir.
I am.
I think the demons are like erasing all the bad YouTube comments.
They are. Man.
You're being poltergeisted.
Okay. Damn, Sam Raimi was a good director. He made the Evil Dead trilogy, but why a remake of Poltergeist?
Yeah, why? Sam Raimi.
Damn it.
Even though
Raimi.
I still respect you.
And the last Evil Dead remake.
You're definitely someone who can handle this source material.
Okay, maybe I exaggerated how many people were pissed off from that.
Were you just?
I didn't know I was going to get called out on that shit.
Were you pissed off and you were just
No,
reading into
I
the
don't
comments?
care. I've
You
never-
better find another one.
One of the comments is
when I
like, this
first-
movie. You look like, this movie?
Okay, so Noah,
Yeah.
Noah Fox with two X's said, when I first saw this on TV, I actually made a disgusted / upset / confused face. I don't even really know why. It's not like I was a fan of the original, but still, why the fuck would they remake Poltergeist? It just seems like something you don't do.
It just seemed like something you don't do, bro.
Look, I was born in '82. Katrina says, "This shit has gotten ridiculous. Hollywood, stop remaking classic movies. Poltergeist was scary.
This is
as
the
fuck."
line, and you've crossed it.
Poltergeist?
It's
though?
not the 17 Transformer movies that have come out. It's the Poltergeist relaunch.
So then, and then there's like just tons of comments like that. I mean, I'm not gonna read them all. I don't want to waste the whole podcast.
Read a couple more.
There's just so many. How can I pick any more out?
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Those are some
But,
two examples.
two solid
Those are
examples
two.
to back up what is undoubtedly just hundreds.
Just to give you a flavor. Of
Yeah,
what
Easy
pages
two.
But then, so Paulo Rodriguez says, "My brother's toy does that, by the way. It's his daughter. I am always on his phone. Hey, kick. B. My name is Elite Emily."
What? Did that comment get hijacked by a little girl?
I think it might have been a poltergeist that took
He
over.
was typing in Poltergeist. He's like just typing on the thing like an asshole. You know how they do.
And then Steve Gonzalez says, like World War Z with Ghost.
What? That's a great idea for a movie, but I don't think that's what the trailer was about.
He's just making his own movie.
It's like Brad Pitt running in New York with like super fast ghosts chasing after him. I don't know what trailer he watched.
They're on the plane. Ghost on a plane.
Yeah, somebody just responded and said, no. Which I think was pretty solid.
No. Incorrect.
So I don't know if it's goofy or a waste of time to do predictions on this one.
Yeah, because I think it's...
It's probably just going to be...
Well, I haven't seen the original.
Oh, well, then let's do it. Go ahead and do your prediction.
Okay. So I think that they're going to, like, have a moment where, like, they don't know what to do. They're trying to get their daughter back, right?
Mm.
And then, true to, like, Disney movies, there's going to be an old white coach that comes... A poltergeist coach.
Like Jim White?
Poltergeist.
Like Jim White. Maybe Jim White himself.
Jim the White.
He's going to come through and then, like, really inspire them and teach them how to beat these ghosts.
Teach them. It's always got to be them.
Yeah,
How to
them.
beat these ghosts. Yeah.
These ghosts.
They run fast.
Damn, these
Maybe it
ghosts
is
are
World
fast.
War Z. Oh, these ghosts run fast.
These
Don't
ghosts run fast. And then Brad Pitt will just have a cameo.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously.
I'm going to predict that not only will this movie be far superior to its predecessor,
That's the only thing you can predict.
yeah, that the surprise ending at this movie is probably going to leave us speechless and talking about it for many podcasts to come. And what that surprise ending is, I don't even think I could predict it. I think it's unfathomable. 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 Probably everyone's dead. And the poltergeists are actually the ones that are alive.
Oh man.
Yeah, and the family is like they all died.
The
there in
family
the
was
house.
haunting the ghosts.
Yeah, the family haunting the living. That's never been done before. I'm pretty sure that's what this movie's probably about.
I'm gonna say the entire movie plays out exactly like the original,
Okay.
except when they try to go through the rift, and they try to pull out the daughter together through their hope and love and the priest's guidance.
Mm-hmm.
The daughter just incinerates, and they all watch it. Fade to credits.
She was too good for this world. She was too gone.
I think she had like a relationship with one of the like minority ghosts, and so she chose to stay on that side of the.
And they won't let her back.
Yeah,
over.
and
Inside of
her
the
dad
burial
was
ground.
like, "Well, you can just stay with the poltergeist."
Dad just gets racist.
Yeah.
Damn polter lovers.
I mean, it's a Disney-esque movie, right? So it's got to have
yeah.
subtle undertones.
So he's not just a grammar Nazi.
It takes it a little further. Yeah, I mean, there might be like some burgeoning love between the little girl and the older Nate. Where are we going with this?
So that's all our predictions.
Yeah. Are you gonna go watch this movie?
No, I mean, I feel like there's so many people on YouTube that would be pissed at me for not watching the original, and there's hundreds of people just talking about
Oh
it.
my gosh.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
So I'd have to watch the first one before I could even watch this one. I feel like
Yeah. Otherwise, you have to like.
I'd be accountable to
I
all
mean,
these people that
Steve
consider it such a work
Gonzalez
of
might
art.
come after you. Or whatever. I don't remember the other one's name. Steve Gonzalez was one, I think.
That was the like World War
Stevie
Z
Gonzalez.
with ghosts.
It's an easy name to remember, though.
It is, yeah.
I think I will watch this movie when it hits Netflix, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it maybe 5 profitable casinos out of 10.
I'm definitely gonna see it when it's on Netflix, just because it's Sam Raimi,
Mm.
and I'm intrigued. And I'm gonna give it 3. We teach the white men how to plant corn, so you can survive the winter.
I give it like 950 out of 1,000 angry YouTube comments that all have a common theme.
He just did a count. He summed them up.
Whoa, man,
That's pretty serious. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just so many.
Select all angry YouTube comments
Yeah.
about remakes from YouTube, where fictional equals Eli's perception of how many comments.
It's a pretty simple query. It's not that complicated.
Okay.
Now I have to go back in and create like 1,000 fake Google accounts.
I think we started a good theme for the month. I think all the way up until October 31st, we should continually just do horror.
Jesus
movies.
Christ, no.
That's all we should do until
This was a
Halloween
struggle.
passes. This was probably
I'm
the
gonna be
roughest. You know, but when we first started up, I remember we would watch 40 trailers and
Yeah,
pick 2.
we would, yeah.
And this is the first time we've actually run through
A
13,
bunch of
14 trailers and
Yeah.
just barely picked something to do.
Yeah, and even still, they weren't that great. So.
Yeah, like the only
I
one
mean,
I was set on
demonic.
doing was The Visit because it just looked messed up.
God, yeah. Like, messed up and as in terrible.
No, messed up like as in probably going to be an awesome movie
Okay.
because I'm probably right on my prediction.
Oh, yeah.
And then demonic, whatever. And Poltergeist, just because YouTube is so
It's
excited
a
about it.
classic.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
It's a classic retelling of,
The original telling.
yeah.
They should make a horror movie about reboots and call it The Telling or
The
the
telling.
The
The retelling.
And it's just YouTube commenters like lashing, like the YouTube commenters just get real, like they're just like these phrases that injure the person trying to write the screenplay.
Well, what's the movie about the ghosts that come to life through the electronics or whatever? Pulse or something like that?
Oh, is that it? Yeah, I don't know.
The one with Christian Bale and... that actually was like World War Z for ghosts. It really was. Like, the ghosts came out of the fucking Wi-Fi. They were everywhere.
All right, Stevie.
Calm down. Hey, man.
That really was, though.
I appreciate your work on this podcast, but you're no Steve Gonzalez, all right?
You guys seen Cats Were the Friendly Ghost came in 1995, the movie? That was pretty much World War Z for ghosts. Okay. Yeah. So that was a great podcast, guys. Good job. Let's end it.
High five.
Wrap it up.
Great job. We're gonna wrap this up. Wrap it up. Wrap. A hip hop to the hip hop. No, I'm not gonna.
We
do
don't
that.
I don't think
we don't have to do this.
That's
Twitter.
actually the opposite of wrapping it up.
You're undoing rap.
I'm rapping it down to the ground. Hip hop.
Help.
The ghost of
Hip
hip
hop.
hop.
Dippity doo.
It's so fucking pissed right now.
Can we just get a poltergeist to be the next, like, the third entity on the podcast?
Wrap up.
I'm so sad.
RZA
right
rap. RZA rap. Because it's the new school way. Okay.
And thanks.
We have a Twitter at pre-evaluators. We have a Facebook / actually premature evaluators. And we have a website, preemcast.com. You should comment and you should rate. You should download all those things.
Yeah, man.
All these things.
Download.
Listen to previous episodes.
Download this one. Just listen to Stu in
Listen
the
to previous
podcast
episodes.
over and over again.
Stay tuned for a podcast that I might be releasing of just a wrap up.
It's an
Just
hour and a half
basically
long.
this.
This is already a quarter of the total recording
Sometimes 2-hour format.
And rate and review that as well. I would really love to hear from you guys. Give us movie suggestions. Send us your movie suggestions, and we'll just do a horror episode anyways. I don't know. Is that it?
Yep.
That sounds great.
Great. Yep.
I like where you went with us.
Congratulations on birthdays this month. We have Chris from Arkansas. He turned 31. Chris, congratulations.
Steve Gonzalez.
Steve Gonzalez. Hopefully he's getting
42.
older and wiser.
Yeah.
Let's shout out to our YouTube commenters
Yeah.
tonight. Stevie Gonzalez. Always a pleasure to have you on the cast. Anytime you can, just feel free to drop by. And that's probably it.
Yeah. My name is Eli.
This is Avery.
And this is Stu.
Cut it off.